Okay guys, I know how bad this looks, but I promise just stay till the end of my story time and hopefully y'all will understand it a little bit more. This all takes place in 7th grade 3 years ago, and I was the girl in the purple pants. And the first thing I want to say is the kid was not special needs. And I think it's really weird to just assume that I went after a special needs kid, which I would never ever do. Like Cam mentioned in his video, I was in a PALS class and I actually helped out with a lot of special needs kids, and it was literally the best part of my school day. I enjoyed it a lot. I did that last year. And this is even a picture with me in one of them, but I'm gonna X out her face just due to respect to the family and the kid. And I also have a next door neighbor with the special needs kids, and I babysit him too. So it's just not something I would ever do to a special needs kids. Like, they already go through enough, and that's just not me. I'm sorry that you guys think that, but let me explain who this kid was. So I have a long past with this kid in 7th grade. Literally throughout the year, he would go saying like weird things like I'm gonna kill you and bullying and stuff like that. Like, it was every single day at the end of my history class. And it was bad. Like, I would come home crying to my grandma. She's sitting right here, telling her about the things like that would happen. Okay, and I'm gonna show you guys a picture of this kid from the yearbook. This one right here, that was him. He didn't have any problems with that disability, but he did have a problem with being a bit psychotic. And during the situation, like, the principals found out about everything, and we had a talk, and they did confirm he does not have any disabilities. But what the teachers did tell me was that he had a recurring problem like this with other students and was just a challenging kid in school. But anyways, after he was bullying me, I went to my grandma and I asked her for advice on what I should do, and she just told me to stand up for myself. And isn't that I didn't interpret it very well because I was still young. So I just got a group of girls that he was also bullying, and we just pushed him. Now with my present self looking back on that, I can just see like violence is not the answer, and I just was really mean doing that. Because now I know that you can never solve a problem just by being as mean as the person was being to you. But also, like, during this problem, like, all the bullying, I did go to the principals, and the teachers saw everything that happened, and they would never do anything about it. So I guess I just decided to take it into my own hands, which wasn't much better. But me and the kid did end up getting separated out of each other's classes, so that was good. But yeah. And also, if this school thought that I was being out of line, then they would have took matters into their own hand and either kicked me out of school, gave me ISS or OSS, but they didn't because they knew the situation. So this is all just a big misunderstanding, and I'm really sad that this happened, and I'm really sad that I did make that decision to a bully, because violence is never the answer, but I know that now. And as you guys have seen from my other stuff on social media, I do make a ton of mistakes. But I really do hope that you guys can use this as a good example in your own life to know that mistakes do happen, but what you need to do is learn from them and better yourself as you move on. I know that a lot of things are being spread about me over TikTok, and I'm sure it's really hard for you guys to process everything, but I do hope that you guys can find a little bit of faith in me and believe my own words, because just knowing that some of you guys see me as a person who would bully a special needs kid just makes me upset. And also, I wanted to add on how if Cam cares so much like about this happening, then why did he post on his story and literally say special needs in the disrespectful way? This is what I'm talking about right here. And I just think it's a little disrespectful. Also, my grandma has something to say to you, Cam.
Cam, I'd like to see you maybe find a better use of your time than trying to find fault in everybody, because you just seem so talented, and I think maybe a positive approach would be better for you.
Clock it. But that's it. I love you guys so freaking much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye, guys.